Guys, my name is Rashida, and today we are going to be working on data in use at rest and in transmission stages. This is for a class that I have for cyber warfare and applications at GCU, and we're going to be talking about comparing data at rest, in use, and in transmission. How would you secure the data, and describe how the strategy changes during those three phases. For data at rest, data address refers to data that is not currently being used, or also the data that is stored on hard drives or network servers. In order to keep unwanted malware from attacking your computer, you need to have up-to-date and correctly configured firewalls and antivirus software. Trojan horse is one of the most popular viruses that I've heard of growing up. I'm not sure, quite sure if some of you have heard of it too. If any of this information ever ends up breached, we can encrypt the whole hard drive to make sure the hackers can't access it. Also, we would like to limit the access to these data to only people who need to use it, or in other words, users that needs to use it. Now on to our data in use. Data in use is data actively being used by a user or a system. Could be difficult to secure because by definition it requires accessibility to be used by the users that were authorized, which makes it very vulnerable to attacks. Security of data starts with limiting access to data to authenticated users only, and making sure those users who they claim to be, for example, providing specific passwords to different users to monitor who was online at the time, make sure that the passwords that they choose has like a variety of characters within the password. Using an up-to-date antivirus software, as I mentioned before, is also very important. We also want to constantly monitor our system for possible threats. The transmission of data is the movement of data between devices. A local area network, a wide area network, or even the internet itself may transport data in a transmission of data between devices. In order to secure the data being transmitted, we need to secure the actual connection with the protocols such as SSL and TSL. Both provide an encrypted tunnel between the sender and the receiver. Secondly, we want symmetric and asymmetric encryption, should be used to protect data itself. Symmetric means that both parties have the same key to decrypt and encrypt the message. In asymmetric encryption, both public key and private keys are used. This form of asymmetric encryption helps users verify the origin and the destination of the data. Passwords can also be secured using proper hashing algorithms, and finally, logs can be checked to ensure no data was tampered with while the information was being transferred. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listening to my presentation, and I hope you was able to learn something.